Man, what is going on? What is happening with my funky people in the building, man? Make sure you guys are tapping on the like button at the very least, man. Tap on the like button helps your boy out greatly. But man, you see all that stuff here at the bottom, man. You see all the giveaway and all the extra, man. If you're feeling what you're hearing and you're really liking the channel, man, make sure you tap in, hit the subscribe button so you don't miss none of that. And at the same time, man, be part of this giveaway that we got. 3K, man. We giving away a Geno Smith jersey, man. So I'm excited for that, but not as excited as well. Nah, I am excited for that, but on equal plane, very excited for the move that we just made, man. Very excited for the move we just made, bro. And we're gonna hop straight into it, right? Because this is something that I was expecting the Raiders to do a while ago, which I mean, address this room. You know what I mean? I don't think they fully adequately addressed the room in the off season, right? Like how we should. Well, it's still the off season, but let's say the free agency period, right? That we should have done. But now, right? These are the moves right here that let me know that we're serious as a franchise, man. We getting serious as a team. And that is signing Germaine Pratt, right? Straight off of it, right? He got released yesterday, and we waste no time. We waste little time and we get to it and we sign one of the better pickups that we could have made in the linebacker room, right? For whatever veteran is out there, right? I didn't. We looked at the landscape many a time if we was on this show, right? No veterans out there that we could have added that could have made an immediate upgrade or somebody you're like, yeah, I can see this dude making us better coming into the team, right? At least adding good competition. Didn't see that. But this move here is different from that. This move right here gives us flexibility. It gives us now somebody who we can trust a little more in pass coverage, right? Trust a little more. Somebody who's veteran, played already, right? So there's no disrespect to these guys, but Jalen Smith, Devin White, we have not seen stellar play or just recent play in I don't know how many years, right? So now you get a guy like Germaine Pratt, who, albeit right, Cincinnati struggled last year, but regardless, he was a main piece when they went to the Super Bowl in these playoff years, right? Now you get somebody like that who has that experience. It only makes the room better, man. We were so young in that room, so inexperienced, so many question marks in the linebacker room. Now you lessen that, you quiet that out, right? So the Raiders have officially signed Germaine Pratt. And looking at the deal, bro, hey, what I always say here, man, if you're paying somebody in nothing but big league chew, then it don't matter, right? Regardless of if it may or may not work, because you're not taking that big of a risk, man. Low risk, high reward. Bro, you only paying this man 4.25 mil for a year. That's it. That's nothing. You feel what I'm saying? That's nothing. Devin White, I think the contract is comparable, but either way, bro, he's not getting paid that much amount of money. So again, low risk, high reward. A guy that I think you can immediately slot as a starter. I think he's an immediate starter. But let me see what y'all talking about, man. Salute to my guys in the building, man. Just another DJ. Hey, and salute to my guy DJ, man, because he followed me on X, man. We be getting into it, man, over there on the X Wars, bro. We be getting into it, but sometimes, man, sometimes the moves, we be predicting these moves, man. That hopium pack is starting to cloud the atmosphere. Now this is moving me, right? You feel what I'm saying? Like this right here is making me happy. Now I can have some confidence within that second level of the play, right? Of defense, bro. We got veterans back there. So now I'm a little more confident. A little more confident. What's going on, Sal, man? Salute to you, man. I'm over here fucking up. Salute to my guy, bro. Salute to my guy. Salute to my guy. That's how you know I'm over here talking too fast, bro. I'm too excited about this move. Too excited. And then there's another move that I think we got to talk about too, because I just saw it across my timeline, bro. I just saw it across my timeline. So I think there might be one other move that we might be talking about, a visit coming in. So let's see what that looks like, bro. But let's continue with the comments, man. Let me tap in with my peoples. Raider Bart says great pickup. Now let's get a cornerback. I agree. I hope it's Jalen Ramsey, to be honest with you. Germaine Pratt, Jalen Ramsey. Hey, Spy Tech, you've done all you need to do. in this offseason. You feel what I'm saying? You did all you need to do. I don't want to hear not a single negative word about Spy Tech if he pulls that off. You get Germaine Pratt, you get Jalen Ramsey, even Jair Alexander. If I'm not really with that, but even if he gets that, can't say nothing to him, man. He's doing his job. He is doing his job. Man, Dixon in the building, man. What's the deal, big dog? Appreciate you for tapping in. I am excited. Immediate starter. Yes, sir. Immediate. Now we don't have to hope, right? We don't have to wish. We don't have to pray. This is what I was talking about. And this is what we were discussing earlier on in the offseason, right? All my peoples that's with us. Bro, we don't have to hope, wish. We don't have to like look and search to find if there's going to be some good play, right? If he can be a starter. We know he can be a starter. So that, bro, immediately I'm happy about that. Immediately happy. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Pillaging just for fun. What's the deal? He says, love the signing. Hopefully we sign Griffin. Are you mean the corner? Shaquille? Could work, maybe. For me personally, we need a slot bad, man. We need a slot bad. And what I'm hearing coming out of training camp, and I was gonna save my show for later. You feel what I'm saying? I usually go 5:00, but I'm already on, so we might as well talk about some of the things I was going to talk about earlier. But we're gonna get into the Pratt signing first, right? We're gonna get into this first and tap in with some of his stats, right? What he did last year, what can we expect? Hey, even on Blunts and Breakdowns, as y'all know, we watched the film. Might even tap in with some of that film for Germaine Pratt. What can we expect? Oh, that's a good episode, huh? And Landon Roberts, Germaine Pratt in the same episode. Watch that film. I think we're going to do that. I like that. I'm going to get with Mike, bro. I think that's a fire episode right there. Definitely going to talk about doing that. Alec, what's the deal? Vet Pratt bringing it for our defense, man. I agree, bro. I agree. I think this dude is going to pay dividends. He's going to pay dividends. Ramsey would be great. I hope. I know I heard somewhere that the Dolphins are trying to play hardball. But it's like, bro, how much leverage do they have, dog? Like, we're not going to give you no premium stuff if you about to go ahead and, you know what I mean, and not want to pay or not want to take on some of the money of the contract, bro. That don't make no sense. We got to be smart with the Jalen Ramsey move. I will say that. As much as I do want it to happen, we have to be smart with how it goes down. Jair Alexander, if I'm being honest, probably is more of a possibility, but not the move I would make. Let's just say that. I love everything the Raiders are doing. Oh, yeah. Hey, quiet. They're doing it quietly, too. I do like it, man. Hey, bro, I love the fact that it was damn near 24 hours after this man is cut, he signed. Don't waste no time, bro. How many times we look at moves, you know, from other teams in the past years? Oh, excuse me. In the past years, and they make these moves immediately. We're looking like, God damn. You know what I mean? That could have been a move we made. Then you look in the season. As the season progresses, it's a veteran that actually worked out for the squad, right? And then you're like, damn, bro, like later, it's so many times that's happened. And I don't know how many years of just watching this team and watching signings, bro. So I'm glad they did it. I'm glad they did this quickly. Ramsey be cherry on top, 100. I felt cornerback room needs that most help. Okay, you with Turf, OJ, and I respect that, right? Turf believes that the cornerback room needs more help. I think they're probably looking at it like there's young talent in there that probably looks more promising than the young talent in the linebacker room. I mean, we talked about it, you know. There's only one young linebacker we have that we're all like, oh, yeah, we see something out of. That's Gainer. Other than Gainer, bro, there's no other young linebacker we have like that much confidence in. You feel me? That's the problem. Oh, 805 in the building. Really, really want to see what my dog says about this one. Shout out to my guy 805 and all the content he be producing over there, as you know. What's good, Rundown? No more question marks in the linebacker room. Got 2 starters with Jeremy Chin playing in the box. Stoked for the move. Hey, man. Hey, I know it's a good move. I know we in good standards, man. You see an 805 come on here happy, man. I know what time it is, bro. I'm happy as well, bro. Like you saying, immediate starter. That's what we needed. That's it. They pull off a Jalen Ramsey trade. I'm heading to DC week 3. Hey, yeah, bro. I'm forcing myself not to go to the home opener. Like I told y'all, bro, I have terrible luck with home openers. Terrible luck. I'm probably like in my career of going to home openers, I've probably seen like two. I'm 2 out of like 11 or something like that. So it's nasty work. But if they pull off Jalen Ramsey, yeah, you might catch my black ass. You might catch my black ass in the stadium Monday night. You might catch me there. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Um, Linebacker room was cool, and Pratt in some ways takes away from these young guys' development, in my opinion. I respect it. I respect it. I mean, if you're talking about Gainer specifically, yeah, he can still get on the field, right? Now let's not lose sight of the fact that there's still battles that can go on in training camp, right? If we're talking about these young guys and even getting in a rotational role, we can still get some battles, right? I'm not I'm not of the guys that just slot Devin White to just make the roster. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I still think that he's got a battle with Gainer. I think they do the same things, to be honest with you. I think Gainer and Devin White can do the same things. So if that's the case, and I know, Devin White's cheap, but either way, I get somebody younger that's already on the squad. I mean, I still think there's battles to be had. But at the end of the day, I don't think that Gainer's strength was pass coverage. That's the whole thing that I'm getting into that I was worried about. I don't think his strength was pass coverage. Elandon Roberts' strength ain't pass coverage. We know for damn sure it ain't Devin White's, right? And everybody else in there, question mark, question mark. With this dude, I'm not saying he's the greatest. He's not Fred Warner or anything like that, but he's better than everybody else that we have. 100% he's better than everybody else at the pass coverage aspect of it. So I think in that regard, probably why you're making this move. You know what I mean? But that's just my opinion. That's my opinion. I want to see what y'all talking about, man. I heard the Steelers are going to make a move on Jair or Ramsey, and I could see them doing that. The bastards, right? I could definitely see the Steelers pulling something off like that, but seeing as how quick we moved, it does not, now I'm more confident to say like they're probably working on something, right? And even if it doesn't get done, now we can probably say like, all right, at least we thrown our hat in the ring, something like that. Sometimes not every move is made, it's understandable, but throw your hat in the ring, do something, right? And I just hated past years when, as a fan base, we're sitting here like, dog, this is a problem. You know what I mean? This is a huge problem. And we're saying it for weeks, months. And then come the season, it's actually a problem. And we're like, bro, we could have been solved this. I just hate as a fan base when we say that and the organization is not saying that. Now it seems like they're doing that, right? It seems like they're doing that. But let me go ahead, man. Let me go ahead. Let's you know how we do here, man. We got to go ahead and get a rundown on it, bro. What's Germaine Pratt's stats? What did he do last year? And, of course, we don't go all the way off the stats because we definitely know that Cincinnati's defense last year was all types of ass. So we definitely know that. But what we can say, right, what we can say is that he was instrumental in certain in years previous, right? Years previous. Just 2 years ago, not even 2 years ago. Well, probably 2 years ago now at this point. Yeah. So not last year, but the 2 years prior than that, bro, he was a very good linebacker, right? And even on the cusp of saying he was one of the better linebackers in the league, getting a contract extension on the cusp of it. But then you have a down year, and then the organization can do what they do. And realistically, we all know that Cincinnati's organization and how they run their shit is bad. It's terrible, bro. They run their shit like a Waffle House. It's terrible over there. But real talk, though, what we can do here is really just analyze kind of what the stats are telling us. And then, of course, we'll go through the film later on. You know what I mean? We'll go through some film with Germaine Pratt and then really see if the stats, are they lining up with what we see here? Obviously, right? So let's look. Boom. So off of here, man, we take this off, man. Let's go ahead. Let's get into the stats of it. What did Germaine Pratt do last year for the Cincinnati Bengals, right? Now, looking at the splits, we're looking at 2024. Let me know if y'all can see this as I put this on the screen. And don't trip. I know some of my older folks, y'all need to Y'all needed to go ahead, zoom to 200, 300. So go ahead. I'll let it go ahead and get to that. But looking at it, let's look at the game log because you know what I'm gonna say, right? You know my first and initial thing, bro. The rundown test is how many games are you playing a year, right? How many games did you play? Did you miss a game? That's what I'm gonna ask. So looking at it, I'm counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. I'm seeing all 17. I'm seeing all 17. So that's already one, right? That's one for me, bro. That's one for me. I got to see that you playing all games. So that's one. Boom, bang. Right. Next, and looking at it, right, as we go through some of the stats, some of the splits. So for last year, for all intents and purposes, you're looking at the tackles. It was not a down year in tackles, right? But it kind of tells you how trash the defense was if you running around like a chicken with your head cut off, right? You know what I mean? They had to make all these tackles because usually look at the years that the Bengals are in playoff contention, right? Really getting like Super Bowl contention. 91 tackles, 99 tackles, right? 118. And you looking at last year where we know the defense was terrible, you can shoot up to 143. So that kind of tell you all you need to know, right? But at least you know you tackling. He was top 10 in tackles last year, so we can say that, right? Solo tackles had 80. That's good to see. It's good to see when you have more solo tackles than you do assisted tackles. Lets me know that you are secure in your tackling. And obviously, we're going to watch in the film to see if he's actually secure. We're going to see at this matchup. But assisted 63. Again, I don't look at him as a sack guy. I don't look at him as a linebacker that's rushing the passer or providing pressure, right? I look at more Devin White, Amari Gainer in that role. Now, you know, forced fumbles too, fumble recoveries too. I like to see that, right? But this is where, for me, the money's made, right? This where you make the money. 10 pass deflections here when we looking at 2022, right? Then it goes down here. But then last year, we're looking at 6, right? 6 pass deflections. This is where the money needs to be made for me because we already have Elandon Roberts, and we know that's the run stuffer. We know what time it is. But when we're looking at Germaine, this is the signing that tells me we need more in the pass coverage, right? We need more in the pass coverage. And 6 pass deflections last year, not bad, right? Not bad. Now, I don't see any interceptions. Oh, wait, 2 interceptions last year, too. Boom, there we go. 2 interceptions, 6 pass deflections. I'll take that all day, right? I would take that all day. And then that's a string. You feel what I'm saying? That is a string of years in a row with 2 interceptions. We're going on. See, that we like to see consistency, right? We like to see consistency. 3 years in a row, 2 interceptions, right? So it tells me we getting our hands on the football. Now, of course, we look at the 3 years, excluding 23, which looked like a down year in pass deflections. Look at the 3 years you're getting the 2 interceptions as well. 10 pass deflections there, 6 last year. We're showing the pattern of getting our hands on the football, right? And that's what we need, bro. We need to get into the passing lanes here. And that's exactly what it is, bro. That's exactly what it is for this signing. Getting somebody that can be trusted out there. Maybe on long third downs, maybe be trusted on certain downs, right? So this is where I'm happy about. This is what I'm happy about. So let me go, man. Let me see what we got, bro. My boy, I'm with you with the whole entire way. I'm feeling your vibe. Like, subscribe, love, etc. Man, appreciate it, man. Appreciate you. Man, appreciate everybody that's in the building. All the new people that's here, man. Make sure you tapping on that subscribe button if you're feeling what you're hearing, man. I always say, bro, you don't have to agree with me either, man. If you listen to this, bro, but just if you like the way I'm getting down, if you like the way that football is being talked around here, man, we all objective around here. We just want to see the Raiders do good. We just talking ball. So if that's the case, bro, join in the rundown, fam, man. Appreciate everybody that's tapping in. Appreciate all my regular family that always taps in as well, man. Rosetown in the building, man. Example of the regular fam, man. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you for tapping in. It is definitely great competition. At the very least, right? At the very least, it's good competition. That's what we can say about it. Maybe he works out, maybe he don't. I think he will work out, but maybe he does, maybe he don't. But what you can say is this is competition, at least, right? At the very least. Um, Bloody Raider in the building, man. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you for tapping in. Stoked to just have another linebacker, frankly. Hey, and we talked about it with Turf, right? Where we saw Spy Tech at Media Day. He was like, I'm a former linebacker. So if if that room doesn't feel right, like something about me feels off. That's what he said. That's what Spy Tech said. Some variation of it. But either way, bro, like I said, his antenna should have been ringing from day one, if that's the case, right? You a former linebacker and you said you got to get that line right. His antenna should have been up immediately. This ain't right. I'm glad we share the sentiment. Not saying that somebody else that's already signed on the roster can't overlap or surprise us. But as of right now, bro, this is just what we needed. It's what we needed. Yoshi in the building, man. What's the deal? Appreciate you for being here. 805. Real Talk says Germaine is a converted safety from college. He's not amazing in coverage, but good enough to serve the role next to Roberts. That's exactly it, bro. That's exactly it. Like I said earlier, we're not talking about this man is Fred Warner or anything like that. We're not saying that. But what we are saying is that he's better at pass coverage than every other linebacker that we have right now. That's okay for right now. We can try. Maybe if we want to upgrade in a year. Okay, cool. Maybe we can try to get somebody younger, faster, whatever the case. But for right now, bro, it's better than what we need. It's for sure what we need. Lecky in the building, man. What's the deal, bro? Hey, shout out to the profile picture too, bro. That was a fire movie. I just rewatched that the other day too, bro. The Unks catching straight. I think I told him something like this earlier on. When I told him something earlier on, variation like that in the group chat anyway. So he already know how I feel. Space Beast in the building. So pumped. I wanted Pratt over the cornerbacks. Yeah. Yeah. If we're being technical, right? This is probably more of a need than Jalen Ramsey or Jair Alexander. It's more of a need if we're being technical. So yeah. I feel with Pratt, the stats from last year are not telling enough. The man was bad. Let's keep it a bean. And see, this is why exactly we're gonna go through the film too, bro. Don't trip. Don't trip. You know me. We're gonna be thorough, bro. So of course, we're gonna set that episode up. We're gonna go through the film and see if these stats line up. Right? We're gonna see if it line up. But looking at it on paper, it's not bad. But you're right. When you're right. We gotta look at the film and we gotta see if it match. Egalitarian in the building, man. Appreciate you for popping up, man. Appreciate it. Alec, man, he says, yeah, the Bengals D-line did linebackers not many favors, getting pushed back so much. Some of it. I mean, bro, the tackle count alone should tell you something was wrong. You feel what I'm saying? This man ain't got nowhere close to that tackle count a day in his career. We're looking at the numbers right in front of us, bro. A day in his career ain't got over that tackle count. Nowhere close, really. That should tell you all you need to know about how bad that defense was last year for sure. Lecky says, fans still hurting over losing Spillane. Got to let bro go. What has he done last season? You know? And probably there's like a Patriot fan somewhere probably arguing this very fact about Spillane. Like, well, the defense was trash last year. So what can we expect from either? But regardless of it, bro, yeah, we gotta let Spillane go. We gotta let him go. Get him out the minds. You feel what I'm saying? I don't think, and either way, I would have liked to resign him. It would have been nice, but now looking at the linebacker room, I do think we have what needs to be done. I think we have the pieces. We have the pieces that can go ahead and be adequate for a year. I fully think that now. Fully think that now. Chewy in the building, man. And one of these days, bro, we're gonna set it up. I'm getting you on the show, bro. You coming on the show. I'm gonna get you one of these days, bro. We're gonna set that thing up 100%, but I gotta get you on the show one of these days. Again, I'm not mad at linebacker room that consists of White, Pratt, Roberts. Starting is solid. Yeah, for sure. For sure, 100% solid, bro. I definitely. Oh, we got Dominique in the building too, man. What's the deal, bro? Great move. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Pratt, can this man play cornerback? No, No, I feel you. I'm sad now, bro. I can't use my goddamn analogy no more with the linebackers, bro. Ain't no more Eichenberg, Lindenberg, Dinkelberg, ain't none of that, bro. I can't use none of it. It's gone now because they ain't playing. That's, that shit is done. They're done. Um, Space Beast says we have a real front office, not afraid to bring guys in. $5 million is chump change. That feels weird to write. You feel me? I said this very point earlier, bro. Is how many times as a fan base we're like, dog, I think this dude can help. Then we drag our feet and we don't do it. And then we end up looking in the season and we're looking at that very player help a team make a playoff push. And we're like, damn, bro, they signed this man for peanuts. But now I'm who knows if we're gonna make the playoff push or not. But it helps you get there, bro. It helps you get there 100%. If that's what you're hoping for, and that's your expectations for this season and this team, this only strengthens that trying to get to the playoff narrative. 100% only strengthens it. Whoa, hey, bro. I think Space Beast might have found the name of the congregation, bro. I might like it. I think I like it. We might have to vote on it. But Rundown Renegades is hard. That might be hard. I don't know. Y'all, we might have to vote on this as a congregation and as a squad. But I don't know. This might be tough, bro. It might be tough. I think I like it. I do think I like it. So as we continue with that, bro, again, only signed him for $4.25 million. Nothing too crazy. I think this is a low risk, high reward, and I think this is a move that's going to end up working out. I think you slot him in immediately as a starter. He is a starter. And hey, funny enough, I think my guys did a film breakdown on him the other day with 805. My guy Chris and Severe in the war room. They might have did a film breakdown yesterday. So if y'all want to see something about that, go ahead, bro. Go ahead and tap in with that. We can go ahead and make our assumptions immediately, right, about what we want to see. So okay, that's why somebody said this earlier. All right, that's why somebody said this earlier. I forgot who said it, so apologies. But I see why you said something about Griffin earlier because he is visiting. So we're gonna go ahead and talk about this now. Not only did we sign Elandon Roberts for my guy Space Beast, right? We are not Space Beast for my guy OJ, right? For my guy OJ. This for you, man. I guess they heard you, right? And said, all right, not only are we gonna sign Germaine Pratt, but we're gonna go ahead and see about bringing in some more cornerback help, right? So Shaquille Griffin is a name that is being talked about as visiting the Raiders, man. Per source, this is Jeremy Fowler. He's saying that he also visited with Seattle earlier in the offseason, but is visiting. I don't know. I think that's today. Maybe. But yeah, I guess they heard you, OJ. Immediately went into it right now, right after the signing of Pratt. Honestly, we got this news. So real quick though, DJ says, does this Pratt signing move the needle for you? I was already at like 8 wins. I'm going to get back to you on this, DJ, at the end of the show. Because I'm going to think about this. Because I'm at 8 wins right now for this squad. 8 wins. I got to think, bro. That's interesting. Because I don't know. Because then that would be like, if I say like 9 wins, then that means like the signing of Pratt to me bumped us up to a playoff team. You know what I mean? And I don't know if I want to go that far. That's where I'm at. Because I do think it helps. I could probably squeeze 9 wins out of there. Probably squeeze it. But bump it off to a playoff is probably too much for me. I don't know.